Good afternoon, everyone. Massive Antarctic front sweeps over Western Australia. First time for snow in 49 years this early in the season. Record cold, not just record cold, the coldest temperatures ever recorded for this date in the year. Look here on the map in the warmest year ever how cold it is. These are the same areas that I pegged for crop losses. Western Australia entering into the grand solar minimum. Australian wheat output falls to 11-year lows. A really good video how the Bureau of Meteorology in Australia masking the cold. You need to ask yourself why. And please remember to visit one of the sponsors for this video, my Patriot Supply. Long-term food storage and different things you're going to need to get ready for storing food for a longer duration of time during the grand solar minimum. The link's below in the description box, and remember, every single purchase helps keep ADAPT 2030 on air, bringing you information just like this. And with all the parrots down in Australia yapping, warmest year ever, I wonder how these all-time record coldest day ever recorded just slid right in the warmest year ever. Massive Antarctic front. Wind, rain, hail, snow, and the map speaks for itself. This is so anomalous, so strange that there should be discussions now starting that it's not the warmest year ever, and there's all types of other weather patterns at play here. Not cherry picking a single location, an entire continent, but a quarter of the entire landmass of Australia. Record cold below normal temperatures, and I thought, how much below normal temperatures could those be? About 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. And thanks to Hussein Al-Shahab here for sending me this link about snowboarding in April. First time in 48 years, Western Australia snow in April. Please remember, they are going into the winter as we in the Northern Hemisphere are coming into the summer. Opposite. Really early for snow. And record cold as well. Record cold snap, bring hail, snow, magical sunrise for Easter. And of course the naysayers would say, well, that's at elevation. It can only get cold up there. Well, I thought it was the warmest year ever. Shouldn't have the all-time coldest day ever recorded right here on the map in several locations, even Perth, registering in the coldest ever. Lowest daily temperature on record. So Sky News Weather and the entire Western Australian news media picked up on this because obviously these record cold temperatures. But go over to New South Wales. See what's over in the newspapers in Brisbane. They're not even talking about it. It's just on the other side of the country. But nope, buried page 97 or something at the bottom left. But I was very happy to see Sky News picking up the article here. Perth potentially facing, well, now it's been officially declared coldest. Record smashing Western Australian temperature day. We're taking a look at the Bureau of Meteorology temperature map here. That really light teal is freezing or below freezing. This is so anomalous. It's at least 20 degrees Celsius under the normal temperatures. But again, the BOM had a report on this, but it sure didn't make much of the news in Australia, and it's quickly disappeared. Not from not being able to find it, but if this was a heat record being broken, it would be on every single front page newspaper of every single publication across that country. But because it's an all-time record cold and snow event that's so far out of season that is definitely anomalous, people are shaking their heads that are living out Western Australia going, what just happened? It's there for 3 seconds and then gone. Typical global warming narrative push. Got to show it for 2 seconds, but if it's not heat, bury it immediately. Now, the warning areas here with the BOM, I picked this up for the wind damage. Obviously, they're coming into harvest season down there. So what's still standing in the fields? What was damaged by the hail, the cold, and the wind here? Because this is the same exact area that I had pegged back in 2017 doing this map of the areas of loss to look forward to in the modern minimum based on past temperature reconstructions and rainfall pattern using pollen from lake core drilling sediments as well as the stalactite ring formation. And they also have records of when some lakes had filled in the 1600s, but it's still right on track, these same exact areas. Western Australia. So what about the wheat? This comes back from February 20th report Australian wheat output falls to 11-year low. Worldgrain.com. But if you do any kind of search engine searches for Australian wheat output, they're going to assure us 2019-20 is going to be up 30%, 38% from last year. All good. For sure it's going to increase, although there's a massive drought in the main growing area in South Australia. Just don't worry about that. We're going to focus maybe on the west. Well, you know what? It's record cold there, but it's going to increase. Everything is positive. Everything is stable. It's going to get better next year. And I highly encourage you to watch this video reference here by John Clarkson. Thanks for the notification on Twitter as well. This Bureau of Meteorology, the same BOM that I showed you with the temperature statistics earlier in the video, has been caught red-handed. Jennifer Morrissey doing her own set of research on how BOM has cooled the past to make it look like it's warming in the future. But because it's no longer warming and it's a third year of cold records, they've been caught again tampering with the data. Oops. I'll let you watch the video and draw your own assumption as to why do you think on the third year of cool temperatures that the BOM would hide the downtrend. They've reached their own peak in Australia, but it's so inconvenient that it needs to be manipulated. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And with crop destruction across the planet, you're definitely going to need to be growing some of your own food moving forward. You might even have to bring it indoors, so it's a good time to start experimenting right now. Springtime in the Northern Hemisphere. TrueLeafMarket.com, heirloom and organic seeds for any grow zone on the planet. Links in the description box below as well. You can support this channel because every purchase that you make helps keep ADAPT 2030 on air and independently bringing you this type of information.